Okay, so this is my battery and charge controller, and these were dead simple to install. Hey there, I'm Mike, and this is Archer. She is a work in progress, but today I'm going to show off a little bit of the progress with my solar system install. All right, so right here are my batteries and my charge controller and inverter and everything else. So this kit that I bought came from Amazon. It was inexpensive and it was crazy simple to install. If you buy one, please, I'll put the link underneath here, and I do get money if you buy from my Amazon affiliate link, so please do that. So here is the system, and this was dead simple to install. You'll see underneath there are two 12 volt 100 amp hour lithium batteries. They are connected with a jumper wire here. So it's wired in series, meaning this is a 24 volt system. I do have a little duct tape over the terminals here just for safety's sake, so nothing like brushes up against them and causes a short. But literally all I did was unscrew the terminals, attach this jumper wire, and then attach this cable here to the back of the inverter box. And on the back of the box, you can see where that cable comes in and connects right here. You take these little caps off, and there's a couple screw fittings. The wires just screw onto there. And then over here, these wires go up to the ceiling and through a hole I drilled in the roof, which was, incredibly nerve-wracking, punching holes in what was a perfectly good ceiling. But it turned out fine. And literally, that was it. Just two sets of wires, and this thing was hooked up. You can see how simple this is. And it's got the inverter, the charge controller, and the battery maintainer, and everything all right in this one unit. I also love that it has this. This is just a regular basic power cord that goes out, again, to a standard power cord, which I can just hook up an extension cord and run off shore power if I have an electric outlet available, and not drain my batteries if I don't need to. Which is insanely convenient if you have stuff like an air conditioner or anything else that's gonna suck up a lot of battery juice. So this is the main inverter unit from the front, and you'll see it's got three basic, three-prong grounded outlets. Right now I'm running my bus off extension cords because I haven't gotten the wiring finished yet. But this is working great as it is. This has a couple switches over here. This one is just your basic on-off switch for the unit. And then next to it is a switch whether you want to go with battery priority or AC priority. So again, one of the things I really like about this is it has the AC input already there, that I can just plug this into an extension cord and run from that instead of the battery. So when I do that, if it is in this position, it will use that extension cord and it will charge the battery from it until it's unplugged, at which point it'll switch over to battery power. If I flick the switch, then it runs off battery power until the battery is drained, and then switches over to the extension cord. So that's kind of a nice little feature. I can't imagine exactly when I would want to prioritize battery use, but it's nice knowing I could. And this is dusty. This is the main control panel. So you can see at the top is the input. I'm not plugged into shore power right now, so that's why that reads 0. But it is a sunny day right now, and I can see I am producing 27 volts at 2 amps. It was 28 volts at 5 amps a little while ago. There we are. We're back to 5. Again, the solar fluctuates a little bit, but I've seen it go up to like 44 volts. And, you know, some days where it's just a little cloudy, it'll produce like 10. But it seems to be enough to support everything. Below that, right here, we can see the little solar panel, and if I were plugged into shore power, you'd see a little icon of a telephone pole or electrical pole. That is going into the inverter, and then it is charging. So the inverter here is charging the battery, and you can see I've got a full battery. Those little lines start dropping down when you use the battery and start depleting it. Over here, we're seeing that it's pulling from the battery to the inverter, and then that is going out to lights and whatever else I'm running. So I can see over here the output that the thing is functioning, 112 volts that the inverter is putting out. And I am using almost no power right now because all I am running is my refrigerator and my toilet exhaust fan. So that's pulling almost nothing right now. So again, if I were plugged into shore power, you would see the little electrical pole with an arrow going into the inverter. If I had switched it over to AC priority, you would see it charging the battery but not pulling from the battery. It would just be pulling from the electrical. So it's kind of cool. That just gives you a nice rundown of what's going on with the system. Installing the panels on the roof was super simple. The kit came with brackets that literally just bolted to the panels, and then I honestly just attached them with self-drilling sheet metal screws. I used a nice healthy dose of silicone sealant when putting the screws in, just to keep that watertight. I've had no leaks. They're quite sturdy. And again, incredibly simple install. As previously stated, I am not using a lot of juice right now. I have my refrigerator and my toilet exhaust fan going right now because the bus is kind of parked. When I was actually living in it while I was working on it a couple months ago, then I was also using other stuff. I have a TV, I was charging my laptop and phone. I have a 1500 watt like toaster oven rotisserie air fryer thing that is fantastic, but it's a huge energy hog. And even that, I found I could use it for 20 minutes twice a day without putting a drain on the battery. Really, the solar that I have was perfectly fine to keep up with that. Although again, I'm nervous about using that for extended periods of time because it's such an energy hog. But I have the LED strip lights, and those take up barely any energy. And everything else is running just fine. I found that on just battery power, we had a few days of thunderstorms where there was just no sun to speak of, and I got just shy of 3 days out of my 200 amp hours, and so that's pretty much adequate to most of my needs. So that is my solar setup, and like I said, it was 8 screws to hook the entire thing up. The kit came with literally everything I needed except for that little cover on the roof there. Was literally the only part that the kit didn't come with. It was super crazy simple to hook up. It is doing a great job. And I did put a link to the kit down in the links below. Once again, I do make money from the Amazon affiliate thing, so if you buy through there, please do. Anyway, that's all I got today, but happy to answer questions or anything else, and I will catch you guys with my next update. All right, take care.